Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. There will be a $35 trillion catastrophe at the Federal Reserve, and BlackRock has been secretly preparing for it. Bitcoin is expected to cause a rapid increase in price. Allow me to provide my perspective on this. A liquidity catastrophe is on the horizon for us. Almost everyone is aware that it's on the way. How can a liquidity issue be resolved? Something similar to XRP that offers instantaneous liquidity. What makes me think there's an issue, though, is how suddenly there's all this buzz around Bitcoin. At BlackRock, we are implementing Larry Fink's suggestion that you must compel behaviors. I used ESG CEI as a weapon to undermine your country and boost China's economy through the corporate social credit system. Have you ever heard of me? His support for the New World Order is now quite clear. The ruling class dictate his every move. I don't understand what he means when he says, you have to force behaviors. They're using the buzz surrounding Bitcoin as a weapon to force people to buy it. Just now, we saw Donald Trump use Bitcoin to purchase hamburgers. Traditional news sources, digital currency. Someone is trying to divert attention away from particular cryptocurrencies just in time for the launch of a new financial system, or there's going to be a major event involving Bitcoin, like a rug pull or something involving Tether. What the heck? But I always sense when they're exaggerating or making things sound better than they actually are. Plus, a lot of the original Bitcoin maximalists are suddenly leaning towards XRP. The smart money is always the first to notice, so I brought it up in a number of videos. As I've mentioned before, someone emailed this to me the other day. Ripple and its members have ties to biotech businesses that collect DNA data, as well as Ancestry.com. With Ripple and Brad Garlinghouse. It just so happens that Ancestry.com board member and Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is also a relative. There have been multiple investigations into 23andMe and Ancestry since 2013, including allegations of deceit, poor data management, and the disclosure of personally identifiable information to the government without the individual's knowledge or consent. If I were to indulge my inner conspiracy theorist, I'd say that there are other possible uses for this data besides tracing your family tree back to your great-grandparents. However, could this be a hoax? It was featured on Fox News. Before you learn that 23andMe can sell or use your DNA as a weapon, it sounds like a great idea. That they will simply tokenize or monetize everyone's data and profit from it has always been my assumption. Because, hetera, I produce a lot of HBAR videos, and they're going to make it easier for individuals to generate money from their own data, health records, and similar stuff. It might also be put to trial usage for various purposes, but this is really taking a new turn. The World Economic Forum, digital identification, the Great Reset, and blockchain are all things that come to mind when I think about this. If you haven't been paying attention, the Great Reset has always included blockchain technology. By utilizing this technology, we can help shape the economic recovery, redesign the social contract, skills, and jobs, restore environmental health, develop sustainable business models, revitalize global cooperation, strengthen regional development, and harness the fourth industrial revolution. But if you follow this line of reasoning, you will discover that the Big Reset is at the root of most of the current global events, including the worldwide practice of open borders and the anarchy in the world's largest cities. However, it's worth noting that this is actually occurring in the US, despite people claiming otherwise. Everything that is happening right now is a precursor to the Great Reset. The same goes for when I mention CBDC. People are quick to claim that the United States will never have a CBDC. To remain competitive, the United States must take that course of action. Reason being, everyone else is already embracing the digital age. They're moving quickly to get to it. Agenda 2030 could be cut by at least 2 years. You can't believe how quickly things are unfolding. After that, there's this. Once again, someone submitted this to me through chip. Ripple payment systems are currently integrated into microchip implants. Owners of microchips will no longer be required to link their chips to their bank accounts. Is Ripple still planning to do this, or have they given up on it? That is the main question I have. Since 2020, when I first started paying attention, there has been zero fresh information regarding this, and I just will not understand it. This is where I establish my boundaries. That chip is impossible for me to receive. However, was this abandoned by Ripple? Got chip, got out of here. Furthermore, some individuals will remain seated and assert that the chip will never be obtained. Connected to universal basic income. There will be a stampede for the chip. In a fascinating step towards the widespread use of digital identity, Google Wallet is developing a new feature that might enable citizens to convert their passports into a digital ID. In the US, everyone was aware that digital ID was on the horizon. Furthermore, it has been stated that individuals in the US will never opt for that. This will be in the hands of many within the next year, I promise you that. The same holds true for digital wallets. After all, we do live in an era of technology. A new era of industrialization has begun. What worries me about digital ID is that it will become intertwined with every part of your life. Who controls this data, anyway? Large tech giants like Google, and maybe even blockchain startups. I would not be surprised if Ripple X has recently obtained the money transmitter license in Texas. At this time, X is licensed in 38 states. Similarly, Ripple possesses money transmitter permits in every state in the US. A relationship between Ripple and X is inevitable. It would make perfect sense if Elon Musk were to publicly announce that X payments will begin utilizing RippleNet and XRP. Every day, you can observe how Ripple is transforming into a central bank, and I still believe it will replace the Fed. Looks like Emmer is in a hurry to have Gary out of there. Next, Scaramucci revealed that he is collaborating with a group of crypto supporters who are attempting to displace U.S. Democrats from SEC Chair Gary Gensler and Senator Elizabeth Warren via the Harris campaign. Gensler is toast in my opinion anyhow, but it's interesting to see how they're also carving out space for themselves apart from Elizabeth Warren. Johnny Dean will probably unseat her, and that will be fantastic. Is that going to have a bullish impact on cryptocurrency? I have no doubt that Johnny Deaton would fight tirelessly for crypto rules, thus I predict nothing but green from now on. He will relentlessly pursue a future free of obstacles for American innovation and cryptocurrency. The viewer's presence here is greatly appreciated. Bye for now, and please subscribe and like my channel.